Greetings and welcome to our private research center. My name is Anna. I am Android directly representing the facility's mainframe. Please sit however you are comfortable, though I gently advise against taking overly slouched postures or resting your face on your hand, as this may negatively affect the accuracy of today's study. Now, there are a few technical questions, so let's just get them out of the way so we can move on to the actually fun part, shall we? Can you please tell me your full name and your gender, your age in full years? This checks out. Perfect. Now please give me a moment to check your active membership status. Perfect. With your premium subscription, you may choose from our latest and most accurate personality tests. Today we offer which Naruto character are you, which 90s car matches your personality, which cult should you start, and which breed are you. Yes, I'd suggest you the car test, as it was developed in collaboration with British scientists and leading TikTok psychologists, but the final choice is up to you, of course. So which one should it be? Perfect. Let's begin. Please treat every test like a fun little relaxing game. They are designed so it's impossible to guess how your answer will impact the outcome, and of course there are no good or bad answers per se. With that in mind, please get comfortable and let's begin. I tell you the word, you tell me the association. Screen. Soft. Sticker. Transparent. Moonlight. Track list. Order. Scent. Pause. Salt. Pinch. Plastic. Cassette. Aftertaste. Window. Weather. Interesting. Lamp. Driver's seat. Paper cup. Seashore. Very interesting. Recording and processing your answers. A moment, please. Perfect. We may continue. The next test involves multiple choice. I will read out a pair, two statements or object names with no context given. Your task will be to simply pick one without asking for such context. Neither is technically also a valid answer, but it is not recommended since it lowers the test accuracy. Remember, none of your answers commit you to anything, just relax and enjoy the test. So, katana or shuriken? Good. Coffee or tomato sauce? Manga or comics? Commercial jingles or 10 hours of white noise? Typical answer. Shaman King or Digimon? A pet rock or a pet bedbug? I see. A sandwich with no bread or zero sugar cola? wireless earbuds or Bluetooth speaker? Interesting. Fantasy or sci-fi? I see. Doom scrolling or staring at the wall? Wine and cheese or whiskey and chocolate? Flip-flops with socks or toe shoes? I need to process it for a moment. Thank you. Let's continue. Laptop or smartphone? Interesting. Smartphone or a paper notebook? Yes, we also use paper notebooks in our facility. Although androids technically do not need them, we figured that those are more comfortable for our clients. Anyway, pineapple pizza or crustless pizza? Game Boy or Tamagotchi? Texting or calling? Interesting. Grilling or oven bacon? Gamepad or keyboard? Great makeup or great scent? E-books or paper books? Okay, let's make the questions a bit more complex and add some substance to make things more informative and interesting to you. Yeah? Okay, which of these gifts would make you happier? A brick, a Nissan Leaf, a Nickelback discography, or a moisturizer? You may take your time to think if you need. Good. Noted. Imagine you want to have an ASMR experience. Who will you go to? An Indian street barber or aggressive Reiki healer? I see. Very interesting. Of course. Imagine you're given one superpower to choose from the list below. Please listen carefully and tell me which one would you want. Age rapidly, all at once, one time only. Turn any car into Nissan Leaf. Remotely make anyone go bald. Or legally make every Adobe app free forever. You may take your time to think, but it is preferred that you answer rather instinctively than logically. Very good. If you were offered an energy drink right now, which flavor would you choose? Cherry, orange, or tuna? I got you here a little. This answer will have consequences. Well, I assure you, only the pleasant ones. The drink is on the house to help you freshen out a little bit while I'm collecting information about you. Of course, its color corresponds with your chosen flavor. Please have a drink. You might drink it at your own pace, and meanwhile, we can move on to the next part. In this section, we've got some color tests for you. Each time, I'll give you a bit of context for the choice. Now, as previously, please relax and treat it like a fun little game. But please mind, in this test, you do have to make a choice. Refusing all the options isn't allowed. Let's begin. Which of these colors reminds you of something delicious? You may pick one or a few if you want. Good. If you could wear only 2 of these colors for the rest of your life, which ones would it be? Good. Now the same question. Choose 2 colors you'd agree to wear for the rest of your life. Interesting. And one more time. Pick 2 colors that will be suitable for you to wear all your life. Only 2 colors. In everything. Clothes, accessories. Good. Which of these colors would you agree to dye your hair? I see. Good. Next, which of these colors would you pick as signature color for your brand or business? I see. Good. Which one of these colors would you paint your house? Impressive. Now, pick 2 colors. One will be for your car's interior and another one for exterior. Good. Now, same question. From these colors, pick one suitable for your car's interior and one for its exterior. Good. And the same color, the same question. Which of these colors will you pick as your car's interior and exterior? You cannot pick the same color for both. Good. Is there a color among these ones that you'd never want to have on you? I see. Very revealing. Good. In next part, I will ask you theoretical questions that do not have answer options, so you'll have to answer from your heart. Please answer first thing that comes to your mind and try not to overanalyze, because first impression is usually the most revealing. Let's begin, shall we? If for an entire year you had to eat only one dish and nothing else with 0 health consequences, what would the dish be? Alright, don't think for too long. Good. Thank you. Did your favorite musical artist already exist in the 90s? I see. Imagine yourself as a drag queen. What would your stage name be? Good. If you could make one social media platform stop existing, would you? And if yes, which one would go extinct? I see. If you could get rid of one bad habit instantly, what would it be? Do you have a secret high-level skill that people around you in everyday life do not know about? Please note you could answer yes or no for this one. Imagine you suddenly develop an accent. No refusing allowed. Which accent would you choose? Which country? Maybe fictional one, that counts too. Good. If you could read one person's mind, will you do it? And if yes, who would that be? I see. Picture someone you don't like. You get to change their haircut and color. Please take your pick and tell me what would it be. Good. Which piece of media would you want to turn into a movie or show? Assuming that there's no anime or movie adaptation to it yet. I see. Imagine you can erase one movie or game from your memory to experience it for the first time again. What would it be? I think I didn't hear people choosing this one. Okay. Imagine you can instantly master any skill to a perfection, but the person you hate the most will master it too. Will you take the deal? I see. If you had to become a tree, which tree will you become? Imagine you'd never have to pay for anything again, ever, any bills, any products, but you'd have to watch one random Uwerball movie every day for the rest of your life. Will you take the deal? Interesting. Imagine you could teleport to another country for free for a month and then teleport back just to try living there. Will you do that? And if yes, which country would you like to try living in? I see. What kind of video game will you make if you had $1 billion? You can just name the concept. Will it be open world or simulator of sorts? Maybe you have a specific idea in mind. I see. If you had extra few hours in a day, what will you spend them on? I see. If you could make an entire world listen to one song once, what song will you pick? Interesting. Thank you for your answers, and we can move on to the next part. In this part, I'm going to draw some shapes in the air. Your task will be to name those shapes. And if you believe that name for this shape does not exist, you'll have to make it on the go. Just whatever first comes to your imagination, alright? Let's begin. Please relax. Imagine this is just a silly little game. Yes, this one actually exists. Next one. Good. And how about this one? And what about this one? What about this one? What about this one? Good. And how about this shape? I see. And this one? Interesting. And what about this shape? How is it called? I see. How about this one? Next shape. And this one. And how about this one? And how about this one? And last one. Perfect. Now finally, let's have a look at your result. I've been carefully feeding all your answers into our mainframe, and I think we already have an answer about your personality. I'd say the result is very specific and very much like you. Well, you're driven, though sometimes you lack focus. You adapt easily to new situations, although sometimes adapting can be hard for you. Does that ring a bell? People find you a genuinely fascinating conversationalist, though with some people it takes real effort to keep their interest. And now the most important verdict of all and the main goal of today's study. Out of every Pokemon in existence, Charizard suits you best. Just keep him away from the gas stations. I hope you left with nothing but warmest impressions from our little test today. We'd love to see you again. Goodbye.